Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Genshin Impact as we got another event to do, specifically the Tracing Vanishing Trails. So, summer's here, and on your way to Yelan? War for tea, you and Paimon run into Yelan. It's not long before you find yourselves embroiled in a special case. Ooh, okay. So, looks like we're going to be having a bit of detective work, it seems. So, let's see what that entails. Alright, off we go. Alright. Oh, there she is.
Wait, the person drinking tea over there. Isn't that Yelan?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just in time.
Wait, something's not right. Their eyes on this place, and not the friendly kind either.
Aren't we gonna go say hi?
Is she undercover?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me.
Okay.
13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few were innocent, just to balance it out.
Talking about this all out in the open, so it makes me think that they're doing that purposely to draw someone in.
I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on that old classmate of mine in Chaoying Village and reminisce about old times.
Name dropping at a village.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at the Maison Gardiennage.
Looks like a joint operation between Liyue and Fontaine. There she goes. And then there they go as well.
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend left. Paimon kinda wanted to meet her.
In a moment, Paimon. But for now, though, yeah. Yelan must have noticed them, right?
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea, if you would. And 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Yep, got it in one.
Spies? What spies? There were spies around here just now?
Oh, yes, Paimon. The 2 of them were definitely up to no good. They eavesdropped on your conversation with your Fontanian friend.
Oh, more than that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler. Anything to foil our operation.
Ooh, so you're tracking down some criminals?
So, the same as usual then.
You've got some nerve spying on you like that. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross my desk. If I could leave it to someone else, I would. I could have been on vacation right now.
Ah, that does sound nice. If you have to handle it yourself, I guess it must be pretty serious. Sounds like quite the criminal syndicate. What's their crime?
Mora laundering. To the tune of 10 figures and counting.
Oh my.
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures? There are 10 of them?
Oh, sweet, sweet Paimon.
In layman's terms, a certain merchant in Fontaine possesses a large amount of Mora obtained through illicit means. But it's easy to get caught when you're moving that kind of cash. So you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? Your illegal Mora now looks completely legit. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering.
Okay.
He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the process.
Okay.
Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price with his own illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return are clean. This process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. He even launders Mora for other criminals as well, a business which earned him the title, the Dark Financier.
Okay. Considering you're a Vulm, I'm guessing some of his collectibles are from Liyue.
That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques without breaking the bank. Tea sets, porcelain, jade, statues, all easily marketed as pieces of fine art. Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade standing in the long run. So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine, it's back to work for me.
Is there anything we can do to help with the operations?
Okay. Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's like moving Mora from one hand to the other. In other words, just disguising where it originally came from.
Yep, just putting in all this work and effort and everything, when it's like, you could be earning, the more through more legitimate means if you put as much effort into that.
But if you know what this merchant is up to, shouldn't it be pretty easy to catch him? You go to the auction, wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to purchase his expensive piece of Liyue art.
If only it was that simple.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. But there are too many loose ends. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
Yeah, you would probably have a double or, or a minion you can send out.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work. You'd send someone else instead.
Yep.
Like, if Paimon was the bad guy, she'd send the Traveler.
Don't you already do that already?
No, wait! Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would
Oh?
never. Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something.
Why does that feel like foreshadowing?
Oh. Oh! Paimon gets it now.
A lot of minions, huh? One would call them shades, perhaps, Paimon?
Even if you track down the goods, if this dark financier guy isn't the one doing the buying at the auction, you won't catch him.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction house, none of which are tasks he performs himself. He has a whole crew to hide behind.
And in that way, if they ever get caught in any capacity, he can cut his losses and move to another area.
Tracking down the goods is already complicated enough. They change hands so many times, the trail is almost impossible to follow. So the most logical course of action is to play the long game. You start small. You find someone you can follow behind all the smoke screens, who'll lead you straight back to the dark financier himself.
Tiny little thread. Which means you want them to overhear a conversation. What now? To make them think you've let your guard down.
Well, wait. So you were just pretending?
Yep.
And to think, Paimon thought all that stuff about wrapping up the case and taking a break was actually true.
I won't be surprised that there's a little bit of a sliver of truth to it.
Right you are, Traveler. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to launch attacks on all of the Dark Financier's strongholds, which allowed us to nab most of his crew.
Okay.
Those spies just now were his most important agents, the two people he trusts to have direct contact with him.
Oh, okay. And so that means you'll have a easier time to pin him down.
The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association, in charge of auctioning off the goods. And the other is Dodamani, a ship owner from Sumeru and longtime cargo transporter. They're under pressure to salvage the situation, so we let them slip through the cracks on purpose. The goal is to make them think that, by some stroke of luck, they're in the clear and have room to act.
And again, we're explaining all of this out in the open where anyone else could potentially hear.
They think keeping tabs on Officer Edler will allow them to operate under her radar and get whatever remains of their goods out of Liyue. But little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her, I'll be secretly gathering the intel that's gonna bring them crashing down.
Diversion. Divide and conquer.
So, interested in coming along for the ride?
Oh, I'm more than interested.
I'm curious how you take to this line of work. Could be some potential there.
Taking down a criminal syndicate? I'm in. Getting to work with Yelan? I'm in. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part of it too.
Honestly, that seems to happen a lot with us, Paimon.
Let's do it! For Yelan, for the people of Chenyu Vale, and for, the
I admire your selflessness, traveler in Paimon. Let me be the one to look out for your self-interests then. Namely, your payment.
Ooh.
How about we do this the Fontanian way? You'll get exactly what a top agent receives for a dangerous field mission.
Sure.
Getting started is always the hardest part, but luckily, I have a lead.
Alright then.
The Dark Financier's crew is even more on guard than usual, so our best bet is to do some counter-surveillance to get on the right track. And I think I know just the place to start. Let's head northeast and see if I'm right.
Ooh. Okay, this is pretty cool. Alright, so counter surveillance point. You know, we have a bit of a board and some red string here. Okay. So let's go ahead. We need to go to the suspicious area. We such
All
a
right,
pretty area.
Let's start our investigation here.
Alright, so what are we looking for? You follow Yelan through an uninhabited region in the northeast of Chenyu Vale. With Yelan's help, you find a covert location for which to scout the beach. Okay. But you don't see any members of the Dark Financier's crew, nor anything else suspicious about the area.
So, we can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness, right? Paimon doesn't see any bad guys to nab around here.
Well, hold on, have some patience, Paimon. They're probably being overly cautious right now. It's not time for nabbing bad guys, at least not yet.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent already. Impressive. Like I said, we need to start small. If we want to track down the man himself, our best bet is to start with his goods. So right now, finding his stock is our #1 priority.
Okay, is there any drop-off points then?
And to do that, locating his hidden stronghold is imperative.
Oh, that sounds like a dungeon.
Which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point from up here, don't you think?
Huh, guess so. Paimon can see the port of Yelan Wharf, the boats in the distance, and some kind of tower. What's that for?
It's a lighthouse. The Millilith use it to monitor the situation at sea. In addition, the flashing of the light can also serve as a means of communication.
Okay. Get to see the comings and goings of everything then.
Oh, let's hear it.
Alright, let's see. Spying on the Milif helps with their operations. It's the perfect spot for counter surveillance. It helps them avoid dangerous routes when transporting their goods.
Not too far off at all, Traveler. The Millilith maintain an impeccable level of security in Chenyu Vale through consistent patrolling. This location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their lighthouse signals and deduce their patterns of behavior, which is a huge help if you need to move goods under the radar. So we should be able to find traces of the Dark Financier's scouts in this area.
Oh, okay. Paimon doesn't quite follow, but she'll take your word for it.
You're not alone, Paimon. I kinda have an inkling of how the thought process is with this, but I am a little lost as well.
It's simple. Just take this forensic imaging device and investigate the surrounding area. As long as we're meticulous, I'm positive we'll find something.
Oh, okay, some sort of residue or some kind of some of their goods? A forensic imaging device, a special photography device used in investigations. One can move and zoom in and out. While taking photos, investigate the scene from multiple positions and angles to find hidden clues. Okay. Alright, got it equipped.
Well, all set?
I am indeed. I'm ready to investigate.
Remember, an eye for detail is key. Clues are often hidden in plain sight.
Right, when using a forensic imaging device, you can move around while taking pictures in order to adjust your angle of view. At the same time, the device also has a zoom feature, allowing you to stand in high vantage points and take pictures of targets that are far away. Thanks to a specialized array of lenses, the forensic imaging device can capture traces of things that are invisible to the naked eye. Ooh. Zoom in and center your view on suspicious objects, then wait a brief moment as the device automatically captures a snapshot for use as evidence. Why do I get the feeling we may end up having a trial later on? Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. A photo of the area previously taken by the Millers using their overhead surveillance device. Compare the photo with the current state of the area. Oh, okay. So find that vantage point with the boat. Oh, this is fun. Kind of zoom in, zoom out. Okay. So let's head on up then. Here we go. Alright, I think I already noticed a few key spots at the moment. That's different. A small raised mound. Did the waves catch some of the loose soil? There's clearly something buried underneath. Okay, we got one. I think this... There's something... Yep, that's new. The marks on the firewood still look fresh. Someone was cooking that a few days ago. Now, the question is, what else was new about this scene? Okay, the boat itself. The ship is in an odd position. Looks like it's been used recently. Alright, investigation has been completed.
Some good finds. Whatever door this key opens could be critical to the investigation. And this carrier pigeon tube contains several coded messages.
Okay. So we found a key. We also found some coded messages.
Huh. So there really is evidence around here. It's like these guys aren't even afraid of getting caught. What if the Millilith noticed them spying and decided to investigate?
These objects suggest the Dark Financier scouts were likely disguised as fishermen. People like that are trained not to crack under pressure.
And also helps them be able to move around without being too suspicious, especially by boat.
All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse, like needing a place to rest.
Yep.
The Millilith can't investigate or apprehend a civilian without probable cause.
Ugh. Paimon can just see their smug faces getting away with something like that.
Don't worry, Paimon. Once we find them, we can be sure to smack them in their smug faces multiple times. The good news is we managed to find evidence here. These clues should help move the investigation forward.
Not to mention, the traces on these objects are fresh, which means the scout here is still active and wasn't among those caught by Officer Edler.
Okay.
So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let them know we're still on their tail.
Put the items back then. Yelan takes out an elaborate set of tools and creates exact replicas of the key and coded messages found at the scene. Ah, there you go. She then restores the scene to its original state, erasing any signs that an investigation has taken place. So that way, no suspicious will
this
happen.
area was being used as a lookout, and I was right. But that still leaves the question of where the goods are hidden. Any ideas?
Okay, if I feel like I have an inkling of something. Surveillance operations are time sensitive. So you need to send a message. It would need to happen fast.
Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't need anyone to hold your hand when it comes to deductive reasoning.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. No, you're putting words in my mouth there.
Given a carrier pigeon's speed, the two locations should be close enough to deliver messages quickly. That means the base we're looking for should be within a certain radius, ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of foot traffic.
That just leaves the shallows to the north of Mount Mingyuan?
That certainly sounds plausible. You have the cover of the mountains and the advantage of hiding right under the authorities' noses. Well, our next destination is decided then. Let's
All
go.
right.
And nothing out of the ordinary here, either.
At least not immediately. If you learn anything from the last place, it's that the more normal it looks, the more it could be hiding.
That's right. No detail is too small to investigate. I believe in you.
Alright, so... Yep.
The evidence could be even more well hidden this time. All set?
I'm ready to investigate.
All right. I know you have an eye for detail, so use it to your advantage. You've got this.
Alright, so let's go ahead and start taking a look at this. Okay, so where the tree is, a photo of the area previously taken by the limit. Okay. And this time we have to find 4 pieces now. Is this something? Okay. Oh, something happened. The rock's not where it used to be. It's almost like it's covering something up. Ooh. Something hidden there, I see. Is this something? There are pieces from a crate that look new. Maybe the crate broke while being moved. Just in case I have to do it at a different angle. There's a lantern up there. That's definitely a signal. There's a lamp hanging from the tree branch. I knew it. Someone must have been working here in the dead of night. It's like a drop-off point. Let's see what else we can find. Can move. Let's see about getting a perspective from the top here. I feel like that definitely is the boat. Okay, it's not the boat. It's these. Footprints. There are numerous footprints around the shallows and signs of something heavy being dragged into the grass. It's clear someone's moved something through here. Is it a hole?
This must be it! The secret base where they stashed
Aha.
their goods! Definitely wasn't easy to find.
Well, well. Looks like you tracked it down in no time at all. I see your potential as a solo field agent, Traveler. Now, time to test out the key we found earlier. Let's see what surprises could be in store. This isn't their home turf, so I doubt they had time to set more traps. Should make our lives easier.
Okay, so there shouldn't be too much of a resistance, Santa.
I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the game. You two keep a lookout. Make sure no one barges in while I'm in there.
Alright, you got it.
You got it! This is a first for us, but the Traveler can do anything. He's got your back!
Jinx. I trust Yelan's timing. I doubt these guys will come back while we're gone. I mean, it's while we're here.
Good point. Yelan doesn't make mistakes like that.
No, she does not. But if she does end up making a mistake, oh, I imagine it would certainly be a doozy of a one. Yelan opens the door to the stronghold and observes the space. It appears to be an ordinary cellar. Due to construction difficulties, the top and side walls couldn't be completely sealed, causing water from the soil to seep into the space. Nosiness, Yelan covers her hands in a thin sheen of hydro. This means she could touch the items in the space without leaving traces behind, because the water from her hands will vaporize over time. And due to the environment, they won't think it's too odd or out of place. Finally, Yelan enters the stronghold and begins to examine the items sealed within.
All right, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the auction and pinpoint the person attempting to purchase the corresponding goods. Then, we can let them lead us to our main target.
Stealth.
Wow, that was fast! You must do that all the time, huh?
And what's our next move?
Now, we wait. There are countless auctions in Fontaine. We can't possibly monitor them all. Besides, that would be a waste of personnel.
And it would also just provide more of a chance for them to catch on.
I'll continue to conduct surveillance in the area, keep tabs on the situation, and attempt to decipher their coded messages. Once its two lackeys move the goods, we can shift our focus to the upcoming auction. And then, we'll have somewhere to start.
Got it! All we can do now is wait. Wait, and then follow them straight to the guy behind this whole thing so we can give him the old 1-2 punch!
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose chase around Chaoying village. Once they decide it was all a waste of time, it's her turn to tail them instead. Not to mention our operation has already put them under extreme pressure. We've
They'll be
forced their
desperate.
hand. I doubt they'll last more than 2 days before making a move. So let's meet back up at Yelan Wharf in 2 days. Find me near the harbor.
Alright, see you then.
Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go meet up with Yelan. Ooh! Paimon's getting excited! Searching for evidence, tracking down a crime boss. It's like being a real detective!
Yeah, it's not like the first time we've done this. We've done this before.
Well done, you two. Right on time.
Any developments?
The day after we infiltrated the storage facility, the Dark Financier's two lackeys, Corday and Dodamani, started moving the goods.
Perfect.
See that ship? It's the one Dodamani dispatched to transport the goods. It operates under the guise of a joint passenger and freight vessel.
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can see all the goods piled up on the pier. Seems like it's transporting quite a few passengers to Lumidus Harbor as well.
What if those aren't the real goods, though? Should we investigate them just in case?
Thinking 2 steps ahead? I like it. You're a fast learner.
You know, gotta be mindful that everything's a cover.
If Corday and Dodamani think the authorities are onto them, it's possible the goods they're sending to Lumidus Harbor are a whole bunch of nothing. Just bait to flush out the law enforcement on their tail.
So therefore, is there any others transportation going
But we
on?
need to be careful. Several members of the crew have confessed that a veteran treasure hoarder known as Scamface is involved with the Dark Financier.
Oh, these names.
As an escaped convict, Scamface is a master of staying hidden. Based
Okay.
on our earlier investigation, it's clear he's the one who's been doing reconnaissance on the Millilith's lighthouse. I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention away from the scene, while you two inspect the goods.
Alright.
Remember to keep a low profile.
Alright, understood. I'll keep it stealthy. And if I'm not super duper stealthy, hopefully the game will let me to redo it.
Yeah! And Paimon will do her best to float closer to the ground. No higher than the traveler's shoulder.
So, no difference then.
All set?
Oh, we're gonna have to be stealthy while taking the pictures?
All right. We'll meet back up here once you're done.
The suspicious ship is marooned near the wharf. Once you have swept the area and captured all available evidence, you will need to investigate the cargo on the pier. In order to successfully collect evidence, you need to line up the partial images from the files with the view through the imaging device until you get a perfect match. Okay. This is to document intel on the characteristics of the target ship. Scan ships at the harbor with the forensic imaging device from the specific angles and match the images in the intel to the actual scene. Then perform preliminary evidence gathering and finally proceed with the further investigation. Okay. So, okay. This is a mini game we've done before, so if I do that, there we go! Perfect image. Huh? What's with this mark? It looks like someone deliberately painted it here. Something's wrong. Let's try and find the rest of these marks. Those... Oh, the barrels. Some marked goods. So those could be the ones that are the nothings, or those are the real goods. Hold on a second. Is this boat also marked? Okay. There's a crate, a boat. Zoom out. Okay, what else can we find? Oh, there's another one back here. Yeah, and the fact they're hidden too, these tells me these are the real goods. You know, they're underneath the other crates.
Okay, so no fakes. These people are definitely anxious to get their goods to Fontaine all in one go. But did you see the strange markings on some of them? Huh, wonder what they mean. Let's go ask Yelan.
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to gather some useful intel too. We're almost certain their target is the auction taking place at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.
Okay.
The markings you managed to capture were applied with a special kind of paint. Almost impossible to notice without some kind of specialized tech, like the forensic imaging device. I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Each big shot in the organization has their own, almost like a personal signature. And considering what we know about the case, I'd wager this is Scamface's handiwork.
So he's labeling the goods, but why? What message is he trying to send?
Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap, and perfume.
So, nothing special then? Just some farming products and everyday necessities?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, there's something going on there.
Is it like a coded message of a location, maybe? Where do those products usually come from, or where are they usually made or produced?
Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board, and hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it.
Okay, well, we made this far. We'll come with you.
Yeah! Let's see this thing through! Paimon's gotta know what's going on here.
Well, you've proved yourself so far, so I don't see a problem with that. Just know once we board the ship, we're bound to come face to face with Corday and Dodamani.
What now?
So make sure you're prepared. The investigation might look a little different this time.
Okay, so another way to go about the minigame then. Got it.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on the rest of us.
So are you drunk?
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place for delivery.
Are they Inspecting something? Why are they rifling through the boxes? Paimon can't make sense of it.
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages.
Again, I feel like...
This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate the goods marked with Scamface's insignia. We might learn something useful.
Again, I wish we weren't saying this all out loud on top of the deck. Let's see, if I find something, concerning, is it okay if I deal with it right then and there?
By all means. I trust your judgment.
Huh? Wait! You're just gonna go up and talk to those guys? Yelan!
A bold move indeed.
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct? I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before. At Jiuguan Tea House in Yilong Wharf, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh? You...
Ah, the Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. It's a pleasure, Miss Yelan.
Oh, so you've heard of me too?
Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave Yenshang Tea House without hearing about your legendary dice skills. I suppose something keeps bringing us together. A shared love of tea, perhaps?
Yes, that must be it.
Uh-huh.
Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. I'm heading to Fontaine on vacation, you see. Any recommendations on where I should visit?
So, connecting the info that she dropped to them when she was having a tea.
Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or an auction. I hear Fontainian black tea has a unique flavor. I imagine your tea sets are a sight to behold as well.
A little thick there.
You...
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelan. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel. Corday's invitation, you see. In fact, I'm the one who owns the ship.
Oh, really? Interesting. So now that I have to question, do they know that we know that they know, that we know? That is the question.
Yep. Yelan is actually talking to them. Are we sure that's a good idea?
Well, we don't have much time. We kind of already wasted a bit of it already. She's giving us an opening. Let's use it.
Alright, then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong smell coming from these boxes? Must be a bunch of stuff mixed together.
Is that a way to dissuade people from actually inspecting, or is it a way of marking?
And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't read what it says.
It's written in code. Luckily, we have a cipher.
Yelan really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right?
Alright, a formula made by mixing certain substances. Not very complicated, but the steps are rendered in great detail. By mixing the three main ingredients in the prescribed proportions and a specific order, the desensitization effect is significantly reduced, allowing small fireworks to function as detonators. Ah, okay, so that's what those items are for. Install them in the location shown, then use a timer to control the explosion timing such that the ship's hull may be destroyed in open waters. Sink their goods so they can't take part in the auction. After that, the investigating forces of both Fontaine and Leeway will focus their attention on me. Again, it's a diversion. Don't worry, the boss won't play us out. Evacuate on your own, then pour your heart into acting out how grateful you are to have miraculously survived. Wait out the heat for 6 months, then move to finish this matter. All you need to do is bury the 15 million mora the boss promised at the 7th century post. No need to contact me.
Well, what does it say?
Oh, it says a lot. If I'm right, they're planning to dispose of the goods by blowing up the ship.
Blowing up the
And FaZe needs to protect the person at the top, so he's diverting attention to an even bigger problem. And cutting off all our leads in the process.
Okay, Yelan was right. This guy is a complete lunatic. There are innocent people on this ship. We need to find and disarm those bombs as soon as possible.
Alright, prepare to dismantle the bomb. Yelan's distracting is holding. This is our chance, but we need to hurry. Let me check something. Let's act now. Is there gonna be a timer? Bombs, find and dismantle based on the marks. Alrighty then. By referring to the cipher provided, you decipher the enemy's encrypted message and obtain a map with meticulous markings of where the enemy has placed their disguised bombs. Okay, so it looks like they're in little boxes. There's 2 on the top, 2 on the deck, and then 1 on the nearby the crow's nest. There's 1. Don't mind me, just need to find something. Luckily, there does not seem to be a timer, at least not immediately. Yep. Sorry. Okay, they kicked me out of there. Okay, so since I'm down here... Oh, I think I see another one. Okay, that's 2 there. We need to get the one on the crow's nest. Don't mind me, this is totally normal. This is what a normal person would do, just climbing all the way close to the crow's nest. Totally nothing suspicious at all. Oh, I think I saw another one. It's up here to the... Ah, there it is. Now, I think there's one on the top here. Got it. Got all the bombs, as far as we're aware of.
Alright, that's all the bombs on the deck. What about the cargo hold? Do we have enough time?
Well, let's find out here in a couple seconds.
Already taken care of.
Ah, you figured it out as well.
Good work, you two. You stayed calm and acted fast. That was the perfect response to a situation like this.
Yelan! Honestly, it's all thanks to you. It was your idea to board the ship, and we never would have been able to figure out that message without your cipher. Wait a sec, where are Corday and Dodamani?
Right behind you.
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual. That must have been quite the ordeal for you, gentlemen. Almost lost your cargo and your lives in one fell swoop.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world.
Evil!
I can scarcely imagine what I did to offend this fellow. Resorting to murder like this, it's quite unfathomable.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage at once and ask them to send agents to Lumidus Harbor. The 2 of you are clearly in need of protection. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for inspection, Mr. Corday, just to eliminate any remaining hazards. After which, the Maison Gardiennage will escort it all to its intended destination, of course. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer for an auction in 2 days.
Okay, then.
Then rest assured, the Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent and responsible personnel. You can trust that your goods will arrive at the auction without a scratch.
So not only did you confirm where the auction was taking place, but also now you have these 2 under watch, so the chance of them being able to send a message has been greatly reduced.
Our sincerest thanks.
After some time, the ship safely docks at the harbor, conducts a quick safety inspection, and unloaded all of it. Oh, okay, I'm just in the water now. Yeah, but she can handle herself.
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest of their own survival, they had no choice but to play along.
Of course, they can't drop the act now.
Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save his own skin. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and let Scamface take the heat. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction. But now we've ensured that they will. So he has no choice but to follow through. He could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction, and let his goods go to an unsuspecting buyer instead. But remember, their worth is inflated. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, Corday would be staring down a potential conviction. At best, the Dark Financier has to find a new kind of moral laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents in Fontaine.
And if he does decide to continue with the auction, it also works in our favor. So, for all intents and purposes, we win all around, honestly.
Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact, and we let the buyer at the auction lead us closer to the Dark Financier.
Okay, so, that means, can we go over this again?
Don't worry. I'm sure the Traveler will explain it again in Paimon-friendly language. We're in the home stretch, and taking advantage of this auction is crucial. So come prepared to see this through. Officer Edler already has an informant stationed at the scene. This invitation letter will get you into the auction.
All right, then. Do we need to have a disguise in any capacity?
I'll meet you at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.
All right, time to meet back up with Yelan. Our destination, a very important auction at the Hotel de Boer. This is our chance to catch the culprit behind this whole scheme.
I wonder who end up being. Hello there. We have some invitations.
Good evening, patrons. Allow me to escort you to the auction.
Oh, Paimon's getting a little nervous. But we gotta keep it together.
Deep
This
breaths.
is our best chance to catch these guys.
Yep, just deep breaths, Paimon. Now just think of the food and the drinks that they'll be serving.
Wow, this place is packed. Is every rich person in Fontaine here or something?
Eh.
Oh, wait. The people we're after are hiding here too. It's time to get serious.
Yes.
Paimon knows just the thing.
The mustache is back, Paimon.
What? It's not like we're rich like the rest of these people. We need a little something to blend in. Besides, if we're here as honest, hard-working detectives, we might as well look the part.
I want a detective mustache too.
Too bad.
Aw, I mean, come on, why can't we share? It looks like they're in two separate pieces. I mean, you can take the mustache, I can take the glasses. Or vice versa.
Paimon doesn't have another. But she'll help you make one once this is all over. An even cooler pair.
Oh, that sounds like a foreshadowing promise in the future. I'll hold you to it. Up. Here she is, in her new outfit. And a lovely drink to go with it as well. Got lovely feathers around the collar there.
Well, you two seem raring to go. Good to see you're not nervous. But remember, the key to blending into an event like this is remaining calm and collected. Slow your breathing, tone down the emotion. We don't want to stand out.
You say that, but...
Yelan?
Exactly.
It is you, right? It must be you.
Who else would it be, Paimon? I don't think we're the ones who need to worry about keeping a low profile. Exactly. Next to the most dazzling lady in the room will be invisible.
Well, I am the current owner of the Yenshang Tea House after all, as well as an honored guest at this auction.
I kind of wish they had like a mask, she had like a masquerade mask on her.
So, I thought something with more of a Fontainian flair might be nice. A special outfit for a special occasion. Why? Does it look bad?
Of course it doesn't look bad.
No, not at all.
It's perfect.
All right. Well, let the vacation begin. We have an auction to crash.
Although compared to everyone else in the room, you definitely stand out. Although that could be the intention there. To help, like you said, make us invisible.
You two are expert investigators at this point. With us working together, I'd say our chances of success are stacked higher than the cake towers in the Hotel de Boer.
We sure make a great team. But now that we're at the auction, what's our actual game plan?
This time your mission is simple. Take this dossier and pay attention to the items being auctioned. When the
Okay.
Dark Financier's antiques are up, all you need to do is bid. We want to drive up the price and create a bidding frenzy.
Wait, so we get to actually take part in the auction?
Ooh, can we bid however much we want? I'm gonna go all out.
Thoughtless bidding usually leads to a warning, or even disqualification. But the special account you two will be using during the bidding has no credit limit. So you can drive up the price as high as you want. The more chaos we create, the better.
500 million.
The Dark Financier knows we're on his tail, so I highly doubt he sent one of his trusted agents here. The buyer's likely someone disposable, a scapegoat of sorts.
And that's who we need to follow.
After the incident with the ship, several buyers registered for the auction at the last minute. They're all wearing special pins, signifying them as tea aficionados. Our target should be among them.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's terrified. Because if a different buyer develops an interest in one of their inflated goods and wins the bid, it's game over for both Corday and the Dark Financier. Not to mention the buyer has limited funds at his disposal. The Dark Financier likes to work in small sums at a time, so his scapegoat can't go too overboard with the bidding.
Okay, God, we need to put pressure on them. The more desperate they get, the better.
Okay, so complicated stuff aside, the point is, they have a plan, and our goal is to mess it up. If Paimon was in their shoes, that would make her pretty nervous too.
And that would cause them to make mistakes and reveal themselves.
There's seating reserved for special guests on the second floor. I'll be up there during the bidding to keep an eye on things. And to see if anyone starts to squirm.
And also provide you a cool entrance when you jump on down from the second floor.
One thing going wrong might not be enough to slip him up. But target him again and again, and trust me, he'll feel the heat. Once the auction is over, we'll find somewhere secluded to corner the buyer and have a nice little chat.
Sounds like a plan. We won't let you down.
Yeah! We're on a winning streak, and we're not about to let up.
Jinx. Alright. Looks like we got everything we need. Now, keep an eye on everyone. The time is right. I should start investigating. Ah, so we're doing it from her perspective, it seems. Alright, badges discovered. So let's go ahead and figure out who's who. Hey, you're supposed to be wearing the glasses and the mustache. Come on. Anyways, oh. I don't see one on them. Oh. This lady is wearing one of those badges. But there's nothing too suspicious about her outfit or demeanor. I accidentally got one. Okay, I'm guessing you're referring to this lady here. Yep, I see it. Try to inspect everyone. Oh, there's another one in the far back. A nervous gentleman. He's displaying the badge very prominently. Nervously, you say? 19. Oh, wow. Oh, you somewhat? There's the other one. You have no choice, you say. So that seems to be possibly a more likely person. No, buyer with a bass. This one doesn't seem to stand out in any way. Yep. Okay. A collector with a low-profile bidding style who has appeared several times at important auctions. Although they haven't been attending auctions as frequently as before, their bids are always focused on the most precious of pieces. We have famous fashionista, a lavishly dressed lady. Based on your intel, she's a well-known figure within Fontaine's fashion world, a regular at fashion expositions and events, and an avid collector of unique accessories and trinkets. Records show that she has participated in such auctions multiple times before. Art critic. Let's see. Oh, okay. You see the bid frequency as well. Okay. Because they mention on how the person would be creeping a little bit. A regular commentator for publications like the Steambird. This fluent connoisseur with refined artistic taste is a fixture of the auction house scene. However, their unusual late appearance at this particular auction raises some questions. Okay. I'm gonna go with the one to the left here. Watch them for a little bit. Yeah, they're pacing around,
He's
they're
acting
nervous.
strange, and there's something off with his attire. No mistake, that's our guy.
Yeah, I figured as much. Whereas the lady's front and center and everything, and she doesn't seem like she's nervous at all. You did have that person in the far back and everything to consider as well. But considering his location, positioning, and everything, it seems too likely of a choice, I feel like.
His tea aficionado pin is a special color. Most likely to make it easier for Corday to keep tabs on him and the situation as a whole.
Okay.
Which means the two don't know each other well at all. That's something we can use to our advantage.
Once the auction is over, you all meet up outside the Hotel de Board. Officer Edler arrives with your new double agent in tow. After checking the list of auction participants, you're able to confirm his identity. He turns out to be an ordinary clerk who ran into some financial trouble. Yep, the scapegoat. Perhaps desperation was what drove him to take such a risk. After exchanging information, a brief discussion, you settle on a bold and daring plan.
Wow, I can't believe I won the bid for this antique painted vase. Should be a wonderful addition to my home decor.
Did you see those tea sets from Chenyu Vale? People were bidding on them left and right. My goodness, those final numbers. Far too high for my pocketbook.
Millions and millions of Mora.
This was not how it was meant to go. Where did those two come from?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Whatever your employer is offering you, the Maison Gardiennage will double it.
You!
Hello.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Save it.
Is that so? Well, you might be interested to know that this hitman over here is also on a need-to-know basis. If the person wearing the blue pin loses their bid, find somewhere secluded and eliminate them. All he can do is follow orders, I suppose.
Eliminate?
You lucked out, kid. Getting cornered by the law just saved your life.
No, this can't be happening. The boss said that even if I got sent to the fortress of Meropide, all I had to do was keep my mouth shut and he would find a way to get me out.
Now you're singing.
And he even paid me 3 million in advance. On that alone, I could get my wife the best medicine, help her hang on for a few more years. But then, one auction goes wrong. Just one. And what? He's afraid I'm gonna talk? So now I'm just collateral damage?
You're risking your life to do this guy's dirty work and pad his pockets with even more cash. Compared to what he's making, what you get in return are nothing but the scraps.
I've got at least 70 people just like you locked up in the Maison Gardiennage. Need them to tell you where this ends?
No need. I'm guessing you're offering me a way out.
Yep.
What do you need me to do, officer?
All you need to do is arrange a meeting with your boss and have a little chat.
Yep, we'll just follow along at a distance.
My boss, he's extremely careful about that kind of thing. I've only met him 3 times, to pick up the advance, to go over the plan, and to get the funds for the auction. The best I can do is take you to the place I'm supposed to deliver the goods. There's a certain method I can use to get in contact with him in case of emergencies.
All right then. But first, we need to search your home for evidence related to the case.
Phew! Mission accomplished. You managed to get through to him so fast, Yelan. Paimon almost couldn't believe it.
Well, he was already nervous and uncertain.
Yep.
All it took was a sincere negotiation. Once I laid his interests out on the table, it didn't take much for him to realize he stands to gain more with us than his boss.
And therefore, he would allow us to learn all the information that we would need.
Plus, we had some very convincing performances to help seal the deal. Especially you, officer. You make an excellent hitman.
Yeah, I figured that was an act there.
Well, it's been a while since I've gotten to tap into a villain like that. Thought I could have pushed it a little more, honestly.
Oh, I like this guy.
Are you kidding? Paimon felt like she was face to face with one of our bad guys of the week.
I knew it was fake, and I still felt myself tensing up. If you need a side hustle, you could always become a part-time actor.
Well, what's next, Yelan? Want me to go after Corday or Dodamani?
The Sumeru authorities have Dodamani covered. They're just waiting on our
Perfect.
signal, and they'll nab him once he makes it back to Beta Harbor. The Millilith are pursuing Scamface, so that just leaves Corday. Tail him, but be sure to keep your distance. We don't want him to tip anyone off.
You got it. I love it when a plan comes together like this.
Same.
All right then. We'll reconvene 12 hours from now, when our new double agent will lead us into the Lion's Den.
All right, seems like we're getting to a close here.
It's time for the Dark Financier to face the music.
Go to the good delivery point, okay? Where is that located? Ah, right next to one of the teleporters. Convenient. This spot has been very popular, I've noticed, with some recent events.
All right, this is where the boss told me to bring the goods. This area is full of apartments and warehouses for rent. The Maison Gardiennage came through not too long ago to keep trouble off the streets. I guess boss thinks it's safer to operate right under their noses. Now, to arrange an emergency meeting, we need to activate a series of mechanisms to send him a signal. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea how to activate them. The only hint boss gave was that the code had something to do with colors.
Does it have anything to do with the colors on your pin there? The blue, the dark blue, the green, and the light green?
Maybe he was planning to give me more information after the auction, but that plan fell through, obviously.
Paimon was hoping it would be smooth sailing at this point. But
It never
no,
is.
Of course. There's yet another obstacle.
But that just makes the reward all the better.
Well, after all the investigating it took us to get this far, figuring out what to do with these mechanisms should be a piece of cake.
Jenks. Alright.
If all goes to plan, this should be the last phase of the investigation. It's a shame, I know. But all good things must come to an end.
That they do, that they do. No time to waste, I'm ready.
All right, then let's see those detective skills in action.
Alright, so let's see. Need to get 4 clues. Alright, an urgent message left for the scapegoat by the Dark Financier, with the only hint being that the code has something to do with colors. Comparing the image with the current state of the area should give you enough to lure the enemy into a trap. Okay, so taking a look at this. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of flowers. So that could be, I'm noticing like 3 or 4 different colored flowers. So that could be something. Okay, let's see if any of those work. Oh. Based on the image, there should have been a marcate here. The color signal is clear as day. Some got. There are tea leaves from Chenyu Vale too, huh? Looks to be leftover goods from the transaction. Yep. Oh, something happened here. The Plue Lotus turned into something else. Yeah. The image shows a pot of Sumeru roses. Wasn't Donamani and Sumeru native? Something's fishy here. Yep, it was the flowers. All right. Oh, I love it when I call things out like that.
All right, the mechanisms have been activated. Now, all we have to do is wait for our target to take the bait.
Assuming that he's also not gonna send, this person isn't gonna send another scapegoat.
You know what? For some strange reason, Paimon's not nervous at all.
I mean, this isn't our first rodeo. I feel like we really should be hiding in like the bushes or something.
My dear Monsieur Diderot,
Ooh.
here to make excuses for your complete failure at the auction? Or to fish for a bigger cut?
Hello, evil dad.
Accidents happen, of course. What I care about is whether you have the spine to deal with the consequences.
What about you? Are you ready to face the consequences?
So you do believe in consequences.
Aha!
Seems a bit ironic, coming from the likes of you.
Oh? A trap, I presume. I've set a fair share of those myself. I suppose it's about time I stumbled into one set by someone else.
I don't know, you don't seem too surprised.
No matter. Sometimes you take a chance on someone who turns out to be a disappointment. It's happened before.
Oh gosh, he does have dad energies. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in all of you.
It's not easy to earn the dark financier Rovere Pelliccia's respect, but I must say, you three detectives are a force to be reckoned with. I suppose congratulations are in order. 6 months of planning and execution was all it took to take down a Mora laundering organization decades in the making. I have to hand it to the Fontaine and Liyue authorities. Your operation really has been a roaring success.
Nice speech there, but where are you leading with this?
Why is the Dark Financier so polite?
Yeah.
Not the kind of crime boss Paimon was expecting.
You better come quietly.
Oh, do be serious. You thought you'd corner me, and then what? I just surrender?
If you want to do this the easy way, then yes. You know you're out of options.
Or?
For 2 months, I've watched you and Officer Edler dismantle my organization piece by piece. As you cut off my limbs, gouged out my eyes, deafened my ears. I was helpless to stop it.
So you're planning on taking us down with you, is that it? Never heard that one before.
My livelihood is in tatters, Agent Yelan. Hundreds I had working under me, hundreds. And now, they're either locked up or useless. Corday is the only one who still has some value. My Mora laundering days are over, we both know that. And considering how your operation's been progressing, it was only a matter of time before you locked on to me. I'm usually one to quit while I'm ahead, but you see, there's only so much a man can lose before he starts to get rather angry.
Okay, so you sound a little miffed.
So, Agent Yelan, even if the only score I get to settle here today is ending your precious life, well, that's a high I'll ride straight to the bank.
Well, you could certainly try.
Ah! Clockwork Mecha! Paimon takes back what she said! This isn't very polite at all!
An old military model. Bet these go for big bucks on the black market. You two have been a huge help, but this fight is mine.
Oh, come on! I want to punch him in the face a couple times.
Because as it so happens, he isn't the only one who has a score to settle here. If he wants to bring on the drama, then I'm more than happy to give him a show.
Alrighty then.
Things are about to get dicey.
Let me just back up a little bit. Oh. There we go. Try to relearn this person's kit.
Here comes the catch.
Gutsy. Take it easy.
Things are about to get dicey.
There we go.
Unbelievable. You've bested me. Fair and square.
Any last words? Perhaps a bit too dramatic, isn't it? I'd rather not give a soapbox to a piece of scum like you. No. I think I'll say my piece instead.
Yep, he had his chance to say what he wanted to say. Now it's your turn.
You can pretend to have seen the error of your ways, but it doesn't matter. Because you're going to rot in prison for the rest of your life. And every moment of every day you'll be cursing the greed that put you there. Every coin of dirty money that you've pocketed over the years is just another nail in your coffin. And all you'll be able to do is curl up in the corner of your cell like a dying animal and waste away whatever remains of your pathetic life.
Now, all this effort to build this money laundering empire, and you could have spent all that time and effort into building an actual, more legitimate empire, business empire. But now, to jail with you.
You're not a detective, no. You're some kind of demon.
Oh, I'll take that as a compliment.
If you knew what's good for you, you'd have walked away from this fight. But it's too late for that now.
Get him! Get him! Oh, wow!
After 6 months of hard work, I finally get to tick off the mission accomplished box at the end of the case file. Take this guy back to the court of Fontaine to stand trial. Don't let him try anything. With any luck, we'll get to send him off to prison before the day is out. Oh, Miss Yelan, Traveler, Paimon.
Hello.
As a personal thanks for all your help, you deserve half of the bonus I'm getting for this case. I will also request that the Maison Gardiennage extend our utmost thanks to our partners in Liyue.
I appreciate the sentiment, Officer Edler, but that's too kind. I was just doing my job. I can't, in good conscience, accept even a single Mora. I'll have to pass up any invitations for banquets or tea tastings as well. If you want to reward someone for going above and beyond during this operation, it should be the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, it wasn't it. Well, if you insist.
Wow. Paimon's had her detective cap on for so long, analyzing all those clues and trying to uncover their schemes, that her brain hurts. But at the same time, she feels smarter than before.
Paimon, you're blinding me.
Maybe Paimon really does have what it takes to be a real detective.
Well, if you're interested in this line of work, we're heading to the Maison Gardiennage to get a confession out of these guys. Did you want to tag along?
Ooh, we get to see the interrogation process.
You really mean it?
Ooh.
Yes! 100% yes!
Oh, Paimon is a little too eager for that.
Oh, is that okay, Traveler? Paimon's gonna go with Officer Edler and learn some cool new detective skills. Who knows? Maybe they'll come in handy someday.
It certainly is a possibility, but you know how it is when it comes to the main story referencing stuff and events. You know, sometimes wanted or not, it's filler or something, so they don't, they try to keep it disconnected, I feel like. Anyways, regardless, I'm rambling. Go ahead, have fun. Who better to watch over you than a police officer?
All right! Then let's rendezvous outside the Palais Mnemonia!
Well, both our lives can get back to normal now, Traveler.
I don't know about normal, but...
After talking about it for so long, I finally have the chance to enjoy a real vacation. Mind humoring me for a bit, Traveler?
Sure. Gotta wait for Paimon after all. I'd be honored. I'd be delighted.
What a nice night.
It is nice and peaceful now. Also, there's a cute dog over there.
Fresh from maritime flowers, fragrant perfume from the shop on the corner, the rich aroma of coffee beans, all blended together in the night breeze. Makes for quite the relaxing atmosphere. If only we were on a rooftop terrace somewhere, enjoying a few glasses of sparkling wine and getting pleasantly tipsy.
Oh, that does sound nice. Watching as the city sparkles below. Hey, you're on vacation now. Why not? You deserve to celebrate. So let's cheers to a job well done.
All right. Then let's look for a place to stop. I wonder what special drinks the hidden taverns of this city offer. Oh, but first, I wanted to head to the Confrérie of Cabriere before it closes. Mind helping me pick out some perfume to go with this outfit?
Sure.
I also heard about the intricate timepieces, clockwork furnishings, and fine jewelry you can get around here. There should be quite a few souvenirs worth perusing.
The longer you work, the more you want to spend. All right, I'm down for a shopping spree.
With the most cultured traveler in all of Tevat by my side, I should take advantage of this opportunity. I'm counting on you not to steer me wrong.
I'm suddenly getting flashbacks of the trip we had with Lisa at the beginning of our adventure.
I'm satisfied. This has been a nice trip abroad. A very nice trip indeed. I wish I could take my time, maybe extend my stay a few more days. No one likes to be rushed on vacation.
No, we do not. Wait, I thought you were going to enjoy your time off. Why does it sound like you're about to get back to work?
It can't be helped. Duty calls.
Aww.
I still have to write up a formal report on the case and develop a more sophisticated cargo inspection system. Then I'm off to the location of my next assignment, Nodcry.
Oh, that's where Paimon and I are headed next too. Is your business there urgent? Has something happened?
No, nothing like that. Just meeting an intelligence partner to decide on a mutually beneficial agreement going forward, and to set some boundaries.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll see you there then.
I'll fill you in later. For now, why don't we take a picture together to commemorate this exciting trip to Fontaine?
And the success of our operation and you taking me under your wing.
That's right. After this, I know I can trust you to have my back, Traveler. Or should I say, Agent.
All right then.
I say we put the forensic imaging device to use one last time to take this picture. Perhaps we'll cross paths in Nodcry. If
Oh,
so,
definitely,
I hope this collaboration was just the first of many.
Of course, using the phrase collaboration there. So perhaps another event then involving you and Nodcry then? But now I'm officially an agent. Hey, my abilities changed there in the picture. Alright. Let me see if there's anything else. Well, might as well pick up all these goodies. Alright, that appears to be everything at this moment in time. So, alright, that's another event taken care of. And again, it seems like a lot of characters and various events that we've done so far are looking toward their eyes towards Notcry. So it's going to be interesting to see how things develop when we finally get over there. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed, everyone. And I hope to see you all next time. Till then, bye!